Fine.
Okay, we are live. Thank you for joining us, myself and Giten, today for a beautiful session, Union of Breath and Movement. Hi, Giten.
Nice to be here. Hi, Nisarga. Hi, everyone else.
Hi, everyone. Yes, it's a Friday afternoon, and we thought that it would be really beautiful to bring two elements, which is element of breath and element of movement. And we want to offer you a very short, maybe 40-minute session today, where you can explore first opening the fascia, opening the body, opening the tendons, ligaments, and the joints, and then taking this openness, taking this flow in the body into a breath session. So today's session will be divided into chapters. In the first chapter, I will guide you through very simple exercises, movements that comes from a Qigong practice that I learned from my teacher, Simon Calder. And then Giten will take it over, and while our body is in the fluidity, in the flow, we'll take it into the breath session. So if you join us for this session, please stay throughout the whole session, because all these parts are the build-up. First part will be opening, and then we taking it deeper with the breath work. Would you like to add anything, Giten?
Not much. I think it's a beautiful practice to start with the movement and then move into the breath, and the movement will open the body to create a space for the deeper breathing to come. And I'm very happy to take you into the breath together.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's move with a little bit of movement. We will do this session standing. So I will invite you to just come with the comfortable position. And in the first part of the session, standing, I invite you to pay attention to your pelvis, to your feet. Make your feet grounded on the floor. Bend slightly your knees, relax your pelvis, and have your feet width apart, so you can have that groundness of your feet. You can spread your toes of the feet as if you are like a gecko. I don't know if you ever seen a gecko climbing on the wall. They have this spread toes. So I invite you to stand like this, and for a moment just relax fully with your body. Bring awareness also to your neck. Bring your head backward so your ear will be aligned with your shoulder. And then just take a moment to take a few deep breaths, maybe into your heart or into your belly, soft breathing into your diaphragm, just lower part of your ribs. If you put your hands here and you take few deep breaths, you can start observing that expansion in the diaphragm. So we start from inhalation and exhalation. Opening diaphragm. And in the first part, we'll focus on opening neck. So I invite you to start making circular movement of your neck. Just a few times. Just to open the cervical spine with the fluid circular movements. And the breath. Then you can change direction of the movement. Beautiful. I am here in Greece, and I can also watch outside a beautiful sunset. So if you have a chance to be in nature also, choose some place where you can practice with us in the nature. All right, and then bring your head into the center, and for a moment, place your hands again on the diaphragm. Taking few deep breaths. Great. And for a moment, maybe close your eyes just to feel what is present. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your thorax. And then we will move to opening shoulders. So I invite you to start rolling the shoulders forward, like a circular movement, where you can really roll your shoulder, scapulas at the back, collarbones, opening all the shoulder girdles. And when you just squeeze, you can squeeze all this fascia at the back, around the shoulder girdles. Very good. So in these exercises, step by step, we're opening all the joints in the body, moving from the top down to the pelvis. Great. And then start making big circles, slowly big circles backwards. But make this movement conscious, really slow, where you can feel the opening in the shoulders. And the next step, you can imagine your arms being like a rubber and you let them go fully. Really powerful opening. And come to completion slowly. And for a moment again, close your eyes, put your hands on the diaphragm. And feel what's happening with this movement. Just bringing all this experience inside of your body. And then we will change direction moving forward. Forward rotations. And I see comment from Paragyan. Yes, I letting go of all the mask and breath freely and release the neck, the face, and all feelings, the breath and the universe within. Beautiful. If any of you also would like to share your experience, please do on the chat box. So myself and Giten, we can guide you into this session. And then we're going to do the same. Imagine your arms are like a rubber and opening shoulders. With the breath. Like Paragyan say, letting go of all the masks, using the breath. And then slowing down, coming for a moment to stillness. Again, placing your hands on the diaphragm and taking a few deep breaths. And just paying attention to your grounding, to your feet. Breathing into the belly. Great. And so now we open our neck, we open the shoulders. Next thing, I would like to guide you into opening spine. And for this, we will do oceanic spine. So this is a movement where you inhale and arch backward, and you exhale and move forward. So let me show it from the side. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Oceanic wave. With this type of movement, make sure that your spine is like a rubber, that your spine is flowing freely, that you open all the vertebrae from the lumbar spine, thoracic, the cervical, like you see, like in Giten's movement, you can see it beautifully, like whole spine is waving. That's right. And breathe into this opening. Breathe into oceanic wave. The idea here is to open each vertebra fluidly so it can start moving like a water, like a rubber. With the breath. And making sound. If any sound wants to come, you can express out. And please share with us on the chat box, how are you doing? How is your experience? Constantly bringing this experience into the body so you can feel what's present, feel all the sensations. Beautiful. And then coming to stillness again, bringing your hands on the diaphragm or belly, and constantly checking what's present in my body, what's present here and now. What do I feel? How is my breath entering my lungs, my diaphragm, my belly? What is the texture of the breath? What is the temperature of the breath? Very nice. And then we will move into the pelvis. So I invite you to put your hands on the pelvis, and we will start with big, slow rotations, just to open the hip joint. And really slow it down so you can feel, especially if you're on the side, opening of the hip joint here. And then forward and then to the side, and again stretch a little bit so you can feel opening. And change direction. Great. Going to other side. Opening hip joint. And then coming back to the center, again, placing hands on the belly or diaphragm. And feeling your belly, the center of emotion, water. And then in the next step, we will go down to working on the knee joints. So I invite you to bend your knees slightly, put your hands on the knees and start rotating, opening synovial fluid in the knee joints. Feet together, legs together. And then change direction. Great. And then coming back. And the last part will be our feet. So I invite you to bring your foot on the floor like this and push from the floor, just opening the plantar fascia, the bottom of the foot. Rolling all the toes. And then also back. And then we change the foot. So go to the other foot. Start opening and then bottom. Wonderful. And then coming back to the center again, bringing your hands on the belly. And just feeling the sensations. Closing your eyes for a moment, taking a few deep breaths into the body. Listening into the inner silence. And then we will continue and invite Giten to take over at this point. And please, Giten, take it over into the breath session so we can dive deeper into the breathing.
You can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Great. So now as your body opened up, you're in a standing position. Take a moment to check in with yourself, where your breath is moving naturally. We were focusing on the movement. We were focusing on the body sensations as you're opening up your body with this practice. So now let's shift it. Let's add another dimension of breathing into this practice. We will go into unwinding practice as we're breathing. So I invite you to start to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth in a connected way. So there is no break between inhalation and exhalation. The breath is flowing evenly in and out. So as you're breathing this way, let's begin to very gently, softly move our body. The body's moving in such a smooth, continuous wave as you breathe into it. Deep and full breath. And let's start from the top, as we started from the top earlier with our unwinding of the head and neck. And sending this wave down the spine, but the movement originates from the head and neck. You can even bring your jaw and face into it. And begin to bring your shoulders into it very slowly with a lot of awareness. We are moving in this continuous wave. Let's keep going. And notice that you don't get stuck on the same movement pattern, that you're constantly changing this movement pattern, that it's flowing and evolving at all times. And let's continue to flow in the very deep, with the deep breath, smooth breathing, smooth movement. And now let's shift our attention a little lower into our chest area and our diaphragm area. So let's bring the movement into these areas as well. So now we're involving our neck and head, as well as our shoulders, all the way down, our arms to our hands, our fingers. We bring in more of the deeper opening by involving our arms, involving our whole thoracic region, breathing into our chest right now. Imagine you filling your chest with breath, your whole entire chest region. Imagine that there's this rubber balloon that expands with each inhalation and shrinks with each exhalation, deep and full. Continue with the unwinding and breath together. Staying present to our felt sensations that begin to arise out of this movement. Creating this beautiful spinal wave throughout your entire spine. And now let's shift this movement, add another region a little lower, just midsection of your body. So we are breathing and moving our head and neck and shoulders and chest. And now we're bringing in the mid portion of the body, really embodying the fluidity, the quality of water, awakening this water in your body so we can lubricate our fascia, we can open our fascia. This type of movement is really beneficial for opening all of our connective tissues, our fascia. So fascia can slide against each other, so it moves freely. You don't feel like your movement is constricted. And breath is the guiding force behind it. So let's continue to fully breathe and explore this beautiful wavy unwinding. Bringing in a little bit of a vocal expression when you exhale, bringing in the sound. And now let's bring in the movement of your belly and your lower back. So your entire spine right now is moving. So now we're bringing in our belly as well as our midsection of the body, our neck and head and shoulders, fully breathing into it, unwinding our lower back, kind of spiraling this movement up the spine. And now bringing movement down into your pelvis. And now the pelvis starts that wave that travels up the spine. As we've done this oceanic wave with the movement, let's begin to send that wave up the spine with the breath together. Expressing with the sound, deep, full breath. And now let's begin to shake our body. Vibrate your knees, vibrate your pelvis, and breathe into it and exhale with the sound. Let's keep going for a little while longer, breathing, expressing, being aware of your physical body. You want to stay present as much as possible to your physical sensation, filling yourself up from the bottom up. Imagine you're inhaling from your pelvic floor, filling your whole body all the way up to your crown, and exhaling from the crown all the way down to your pelvic floor. Let's continue to breathe and move, shaking for a little while longer, another minute or so. And let's gradually begin to slow down your shaking and slow down your breath and just tune into your physical body, allowing any natural movement that still wants to happen. Let it manifest itself. Let it manifest on its own without you doing anything. Let's just your bioenergy moving you on its own. Movement can be very subtle, very soft. It's your body just finding outlets of the energy through movement. And gradually begin to bring this movement to stillness. And just sensing yourself from the inside. Bring your hands to your belly, to your lower dantian, just under your navel. Feel into this area of your body. Feel with your hands. This is your energetic center. Feel the stillness within. Openness of your body, the flow of breath. And another deep, full breath, shifting your awareness into your surrounding space. Thank you for practicing with us, everyone. You're muted, Nisarga. You're muted.
Yeah, thank you for this amazing practice. I had a really nice day here in Ikaria in Greece on the island. And I was feeling a little bit tired, and now with this practice, with guiding into this practice, I feel more rejuvenated. My light is not so best because I'm in the hotel where I find one room that is has like big window, but it's a little bit dark. But I hope it's still okay. We almost completing. So thank you, Giten, and thank you, everybody. I hope you like this practice. So we invite you to practice this two elements: movement, opening all the joints, and going deeper into the breath.